Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Arctic Cell and welcome to Ragnarok in the middle of nowhere where I'm going to show you how to create a 5x5 starter base. Now the reason why I say starter base is because of the size and the lack of advanced technology that we're going to have. Now to start this out, we are going to replace this back section with stone. And the reason I do that is because the stone kind of helps break up from the wood. It makes the builds look a little bit better. Now, obviously the stone is stronger, but I tend to play PvE, so that doesn't matter. Now, we're going to remove this front section after we mark it off. So let's go ahead and we're going to mark it with wood. Now, the reason we're marking this off is because it is going to be covered up later. So now hopefully I can remove these. Oh, yes, okay, that works. The ones in the ground will stay. Now I'm probably going to start using the gun because chasing those around to break all those is not going to be very good for the camera. So, sorry about that. Alright, now we need our porch. Go ahead and put in our supports. Now for this, we are going to surround it with some railings to make it look like underpinning. We're gonna go this way. I think this will look better. Now we are going to keep it simple. I don't really know what to say about this part. I think we're just going to speed through this part. Alright, now that the underpinning's done, we can't forget the railings. Why am I using... Did I really do that the whole way? I'll be right back. Okay, now that all that's fixed, let's go ahead and put our railings on. No, it don't like me. There we go. 7 railings. Already had them. Alright, now over here we're gonna put a stone fence. Why are you ankling? We'll do that. Put a stone fence over here. I'm gonna leave this front section open. We need to go up one higher on these pillars. Try not to get ahead of myself. I tend to get distracted. Let's keep with the main base. Now, from here, now we're gonna switch these out for stone. That way it goes all the way through. Because we are using wood for the main walls, so we're gonna need stone pillars to contrast that. How high is this going? That's gonna have to go up twice as high. And now we're gonna need to do some more wood pillars coming out this direction. This is gonna be for our awning that I mentioned earlier. Come on, man. I'm gonna have to cut all this out. There we go. Alright, now that those are on, we have our pillars supported. I think I'm gonna go ahead and throw some supports this way too. Or is that down? I don't think that's dumb. We'll find out if that's dumb or not, but I don't think that's dumb. You gotta trust the process. Now, we're ready for walls. Okay. That's number 8. We are gonna do all of these facing outward. I know some people like to flip it outwards for change in texture, but we're gonna leave it the normal way. Do I go small door here? Or do I go big door here? I think I go big door here. And then over here I go window. Yeah. Now we might do another window over there, but we'll see. I just fell. Don't get too fast. Let's go ahead and fill all these in, and then we'll see what we're doing next. Now this is not going to be a balcony. If you wanted to, you could put a balcony right here. Obviously, you just got to put some flat ceilings and put a door above it. It'd be a great option. Maybe I'll do that in a separate video. But for this one, what we're going to do is we're actually going to make it like an awning. So we need the slanted roofs, or not slanted roofs, slanted walls. And we're going to go halves. So this half's going to be here. And here, and now I know these are actually, I'm pretty sure for the ramps. So this section is going to have the ramps on it. Now number 7. This one. No. You lied to me. Trying to remember all my keys all at once. It's not working. There we go. It's always when you got, no, not there we go. It's always when you're on camera where you forget everything. There we go. And we're going to do the same over here. And the reason we're doing this is so we can put another half slope on top of it. Number 8, no 0. How do I flip you? How do I flippy? Undo the flippy flip. Oh, do the flippy. There we go. Yeah, it's coming together. You see it. You see what we're doing. Now we just need to get some ramps. All the way back to the beginning. There we go. What are you doing to me? There you go. Alright, let's run this across. Ooh, that went somewhere I didn't want it to go. It always does that. I need to get better about that. I'm very impatient. Hopefully, as we go along, we'll learn to be patient together. Because I waste a lot of time running around finding stuff that I hear placed like in the wrong spot. And sometimes I don't find it. I just hope it's like in the ground somewhere. Now, what is next? So this isn't going to be very big because it's going to be a starter build. So I think we're going to go ahead and start working on the roof of this section. Now for this, we are going to keep it pretty simple. We're going to go flat in the middle, slanted on the sides. I think that'll look best from the inside. And we're still trying to keep it functional. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw the actual roofs across the top of this. We actually do need ceilings. Are you going to be the right direction? You are. Awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and head on to the inside so we can figure out what we're working with. So in here, we're going to split this up into multiple sections. Now this bottom section, I'm actually going to turn it into a bathroom. Now I know that's not really useful as far as I'm aware. Plus, we're going to put a compost bin out here. So with that being said, prevents you from pooping on the floor. And we're decent human beings, so don't poop on the floor. Now, so we are going to build a bathroom. If you want, just change this room out for storage or an extra bedroom, whatever you want. Depends on if you have extra people. And then this main living space will be right here. And then there's going to be a top section up there. There's going to be like a loft for a bedroom. Now, that's enough talk. Let's go ahead and put it together. I'm thinking the doors are going to go here for the bathroom. And then we're going to have just a normal wall here because it'd be weird for a window into a bathroom. And then we got to figure out our stairs situation. Because I definitely don't want... Ooh, we're going to do slanted stairs. That's what we're doing. Not slanted. Spiral. I don't want just like a random... I don't want that. That looks bad. As much as the other one is more practical, this is what we're running. This looks better. Now we need our walls. Bam. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. 7. Get that railing. Bam. See? See? Just don't even doubt it. Oh, we don't have a we don't have a floor in there yet. Got ahead of myself. Which direction are we facing? Can I rotate that somehow? No. Can I attach it to the stairs? Yeah. Yes. Stairs rotated. Cool. Yes, we're attaching to the stairs. Okay. Fly, what am I doing? We're in creative. Be a professional. Alright, now we need our railings. Like I said, you always forget everything when you're on camera. I'm trying to run around and act like I'm doing this in survival. I cheated. I know I spawned all this in. Alright, I think this is pretty much it for the main structure. We throw some doors in and we're good. So let's go ahead and do that. No, that's not what we're doing. Let's go ahead and replace that. You're gonna be on the other side. That way when it opens up to the left. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Now, there you go. This is your main setup. You got a bedroom up here. You got a living space down here. You got a bathroom over here. Now, realistically, if you're playing survival or PvP or something, you could put a lot of stuff in this space. This is a very, very open space. This is where you guys can get creative and create whatever you want. Very simple to build this. Now from here, this is where I'm going to go crazy and start decorating. And some of the items you might not consider starter, or I might miss some items that you might consider very important for start a game. And if that's the case, feel free to let me know in the comments below, because I don't want to miss out. Now, that being said, let's get to decorate. We're going to start out here, I think. Over here is going to be the compost bin. Just because I was trying to do it earlier, and so it's on my mind. Let's just get it taken care of. How do I want to do this? That's not bad. There's a lot of leaves everywhere. Let's do it on this back wall. What? That's not where I put it. 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 Oh, free placement. Maybe that'll help. Not really. This ground ain't flat. That's okay. There we go. That. Okay, so now that we're back with a new assortment in our hotbar and a slight change of plans, we went ahead and moved our compost bin from here up to the porch. And down here, we are going to actually just put a bunch of large crop plots Figured we can fit it, why not, right? Plus, I don't know how like many people use the crops for like early game, but I know there's actually quite a people wow, I can't speak. There's quite a few people that use like they try to get kibble really fast. Ooh, that blocks off that. That's not gonna work. You're going over here. Okay, so we got 4. That should be enough for everything. So there's citronal, rock carrot, long grass, and savaroot. And that's what we're going to be placing in all these. What do we want where? What do we want where? What do we want where? I'm sorry. We can put rock carrot here because it's the smallest. Well, now I know it. Where they at? Do they spoil? There they are. So now that we have them, rock carrot, we're gonna plant that in the first one. These do not have water. We need to put water on these. I believe if I just stick one right here, it should water everything. Are you getting water? No. Are you? I don't have an intake. You can't have water without an intake. I almost forgot. Don't worry. Don't worry. Like I said, I'm a builder, not necessarily survivor. Maybe we need to test that out at some point. You let me know in the comments. Alright. So. Plus, I only got like 120 hours in this game. It was for that last build. You should see it. It's a channel trailer. Everything watered down? Yes, I was right. So we got rock carrot growing here, I think. We need fertilizer. So now the fertilizer's in there. It should be growing. And what do we want in the next one? We got rock carrot. There's savaroot, long grass, and citronal. I think we want citronal on the front. So I think this one's going to be savaroot. And then on the end, we're going to do long grass. So we got one of everything growing. Okay, so before we go inside, we're going to go ahead and add in some lighting out here. And then we should be all set. Now, I think the best angle for the lighting will probably be on this backside here. We're going to kind of put it in the middle. And then we'll worry about those at nighttime. But for now, that's where they're gonna go. Put one in the middle. There we go. So inside, we will need to go ahead and figure out. Let's do the bathroom first. All right. So our hotbar is now swapped and ready to go for the bathroom. And here we are needing a sink vanity combo. We're going to need a tub. And then we're going to need a toilet. How can I forget a toilet? So I think over here is where we're going to do the sink vanity combo. Already locked in for me. Well, that's not where we're using that. No. We gotta get this into the wall. Not into it, but onto it. And then we're going to take our storage boxes. These are going to be our drawers on the side, allowing our sink to have actual storage. And then in the middle, we need our water. Now, normally for a sink, it would be down here, but because of the way Ark works with water, if you put it down here, the water is going to spew out the top. So we're going to put it up here, and we're going to rotate it, and the water is going to come out the bottom. Yeah. So now, if I slowly raise up, you're going to see it come out the top. There you go. Oh, it's coming out the top now. So That's why I raised it up. Now, where are we going to put the toilet and tub? Now, if we're not doing a starter base, you can actually upgrade to a shower, but that requires greenhouse walls with crystal and metal. So a tub is just a simple feeding trough with a water spigot. Now, we're going to put the tub over here. Looks like it gets plenty of natural lighting. Our water spigot. Oh, again, we gotta make sure it's high enough to let Ark think that we're looking at the bottom of it. Perfect, perfect. Now we need a toilet. And then a nifty little trash can. And we're actually going to use this canvas as a towel for our shower, and then we're going to use it for a towel for our sink as well. Why not, right? Now we're going to turn this sink into a double mirror. If I could do words, if I could do a big one, I would, but for the sake of filling it in, we're going to do two of these little ones. If you don't have the solo or if you don't have clipping turned on, then you might not be able to do that. But I don't play on official at the moment, so not an issue for me. I turn on clipping. There's a bedroom, and then there's gonna be the main living space. Now, I really want to do this, but I don't know if it's tall enough. It's not. What if I do it over here? Ooh, yes. Bedroom, you're getting a fireplace. Oh, wrong button. How's that? Are you sticking through? You are sticking through. How dare you? Let me get a little closer. Oh, I was sticking through by a lot, wasn't I? Okay. Alright, so since that fits up here, we're going to be working on the bedroom next. For this, we're going to need our beds, and I always like doing a double bed. I feel like it just looks better. Plus, I'm not single, so I need a double. Hard to fit two people in one bed. There we go. Now, ooh, actually, I just thought about something. We're gonna put a headboard on the back of it. And this headboard is actually gonna be doubled as storage. We're gonna put two of these wardrobes. Do I have that turned correctly? I don't have the thingy, the snapping turned on. There we go. No. Free placing. There we go. And then we're going to place the beds. Oh, I didn't put any lights in the bathroom. I need to do that. Side note, we're going back to the bathroom. It has no lights. Where do we want lights? I'm thinking we need one over here so that we can see in the bath. Make sure you're clean. We're gonna need one over here to make sure your toilet paper's clean. I think I want like a wall map right there, so we're gonna put this here for now. We may need to adjust that, and then we need one over here again to make sure we're clean. And then we need a wall map. I don't think I have a wall map. World map. World map. World map. It's just called a map. It's just a map. Alright, so this map is gonna go here. Bathroom's done now. We're actually good with the bathroom. Let's go upstairs again. We have our headboard. What else? Now, down here, we could put some bookshelves. I think bookshelves would look cute. Yeah, bookshelves. So, that's all the bookshelves we could fit. Now, what else do you need in a bedroom? We can add our little trash cans. Ooh, mini fridge. I don't know why, I just getting so excited about everything. Mini fridge is not fitting in the bedroom. That's gonna go down in the living space. So where does that leave us? Carpets don't like wood. We can't do carpet because that don't like wood. Yeah, that don't like wood. We just put like one singular torch on this mantle. Bam, that should light up this whole area. Really not much left we can do up there. That's too close to the thing. So we're gonna put this here. Ooh, can I fit a bench right there? We got, oh, that, what is this? What is this? Is that not a bench? What'd I grab? Anyways, okay, I don't know what that was, but we got a bench. Let's move you. Bench goes here. This is so you can read your books. Now, we want a mirror over here so you can check the fit, or definitely needs to be right here. Now, trash can go in the corner like a normal person. I mean, if you really want extra storage, you could line this up with some storage chests. But I don't think you really need the extra clutter. So, there's the bedroom. Down here, we're gonna need to do the living space and the like workstation. So, I'm thinking over here we're putting this, the refining forge. I think that kind of fits pretty nicely. Now, we're also gonna need, let me swap out my hotbar and figure out what we're gonna do, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I got a few new items in my hotbar and a couple of ideas rolling around, so hopefully we can make something work. Now, I think for starters, because there's nothing else to put here, we're gonna go ahead and put another one of these world maps. And then over here, we're going to get into our, where's our benches down here? We're going to set up a nice little seating area next to the bathroom in case people are in there and you gotta wait. You never know, it happens. We're gonna throw a mirror above it, just in case you gotta check your outfit on the way out the door and you don't want to run all the way into the bathroom. We're upstairs. Another trash can. Get a smithy in here. Can't forget about the main workbench for a starter build. It's kind of a big corner just to throw like a box in it. I could do it. It fits. We're gonna do it. We're gonna throw a box in here. We're gonna use the bookshelf so that we can make sure it's not sticking through the back. Yeah. And then bring it forward. Turn it into a box. To the right a little so that we're not sticking in the smithy. And bam. We got a box. Now, where are we gonna put this table? So here's our table. We're going to go ahead and we're gonna make it like a bar situation. So our stools are gonna be on this side. Now, I don't always put these straight to kind of make it look like people are actually using them or bumping into them as they walk past. It makes my brain a lot less OCD about it. Makes it look more realistic too when you're actually trying to make a realistic place. And sometimes if I only have one of these on there, like I'll turn them sideways and just put one chair. So feel free to do whatever you want with it. Make it look good. Make it look the way you want it to look. Put another trash can over here for the table. It's a great design for like restaurants too. Keep that in mind. We're gonna put a seating area over here. We need benches. Now, I want like a... kind of wanted like a diagonal here. So we're gonna do something like this. And then... Yuck. That ain't gonna work. Corner. How are we doing? Right there? No. So I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet. That's not how I want this, but it's a small build. We're gonna do an L-shaped corner. I don't know what I'm putting in that corner. That seems like a big corner. I could put a trash can in that corner. Let me do that real quick. Alright, so we're going to put a trash can here. And then we're going to do an L-shaped corner with benches. And then from here, we're going to actually get a... Now, this is an item that, again, I use in creative, but for survival items, you may not use in an early starter build. This is for aesthetics only. Display case. I don't know how expensive these are. Like I said, I use them in creative. Now, this is just simple enough to use as a ottoman. Bam. That's it. That's all that is. It's just for looks. Like, you don't need it, but it looks good. Storage. Oh, I still need a mini fridge. I can't forget about that. Where's that mini fridge going? Right in the middle, right there. I was about to put some bookshelves in here, but I think I'm gonna go with the mini fridge instead. Or... put the mini fridge here. How much does that take up? If I was gonna say maybe put like a bookshelf here and then a mini fridge over there. Not sure. I'm thinking we do a mini fridge here and then a bookshelf next to it. I think that's gonna, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so now it's time to add some lights in here. So we're gonna go ahead and do some simple lighting for now. And then if you guys want to try your luck, maybe not your luck, necessarily try a little more advanced of a building skill, I'll show you guys how to create a chandelier that'll look amazing right here. But for now, we're gonna do a simple standing torch right here. And then we're just gonna come over here and build a just a wall torch right in the middle. Something simple, keeps everything going. We'll turn it on and it should light everything up nicely. So this is the inside all nice and done. Now we'll come outside, we'll turn the lights on out here as well. And this is more or less the build. Now remember, we're not done yet. We're going to go ahead and build a chandelier, but we're going to go ahead and showcase what we got so far. Now, if you wanted, you could push that chimney out a little bit, make it stick through. But with it being on the second floor, it might look a little weird not being on the bottom. So keep that in mind. So all the way around, we don't really have any windows or anything. We can still do that. But for the most part, you are done and it is good to go. Oh, I lied. There is one window right there. So we're going to come back inside and I'm going to show you guys how to do a chandelier, and then we might see about poking some windows in here. So we're going to keep this lighting for now as we build the chandelier. To start it out, we're going to need a stone pillar. And we're going to switch it over to the skinny pillar. And we're going to do the half vertical. Now, we're going to center this pretty much right in the middle, right here where it lets us. We're going to go ahead and bring this down, we'll say about to there. That's about halfway. So that would be 3.5 or 1.5 pillars. So up to you how you want to use that terminology. And then from here, we're going to expand out with 4 horizontal half pillars. From here, we need the corner ceilings. Not corner ceilings, what am I talking about? We need the triangles. We need triangle ceilings, and we're going to place them all the way around in a hexagon. From here, we can place more of the horizontal pillars on the intersections. Once we have all the intersections filled in, we're going to go ahead and remove all the ceilings. Once we have all the ceilings removed, we're going to go ahead and grab our half pillars again, the horizontal half pillars, and we'll go ahead and do a T on the end of every pillar that we currently have. And then as you see, we still have some ends left. On these ends, we're not going to do a T, but we're actually just going to do an L and fill in, or like complete the circle. Once you go all the way around, it'll actually box in this last section. Now as you can see, once we're done, everything is fully boxed in. If you wanted, you could go in and fill these in, but they're not necessary. So from here, you want to go from the ones that have 4 across. If you box in the other sections, it won't matter, you'll just do every other. But since I'm not going to box them in to save resources, since this is again a starter base, we're going to go ahead and put in the 4 of these campfires. Now, I don't care what you say, 4 campfires is not too many for a starter base, because at the end of the day, they're very easy to make. They're like the first thing you unlock. Now, We do need fuel. There we go. We're going to go ahead and turn these on. And you'll get to see what our campfire looks like. Campfire, our chandelier. Alright. Now that is really bright, so we're going to go ahead and turn these other ones off. Because again, these are the cheaper option. But with all 4 of these, you don't really need anything else. Look at that. Like, would you look at it? Would you just look at it? That lights up this whole place. So, you can either go the chandelier option. Looks great whenever you have larger builds. I know this is kind of a small build, but I think it still kind of fits. Kind of fits the vibe. Or we can go in with the cheaper option, just do some simple torches. We got our bedroom upstairs. We got our mirror. We got our bookshelves for reading or storing your blueprints. Depends on what you want to look. If you want to role play, go for it. If you want to go ahead and do the normal survival, you got your blueprints. Stack all your blueprints. Be a little loot goblin. Now, we got everything else we need that I'm aware of. We got our mortar and pestle. Feel free to let me know if I missed anything, but for the most part, I think this is the build. So let's go ahead and go outside. Oh, we need to turn the lights on in the bathroom. Let's go ahead and see what the bathroom looks like lit up. Alright, now you guys seen the bathroom. We're gonna go ahead and head back outside and look at our 5x5 starter build. If there's anything you guys want to see me build, go ahead and put it in the comments below. I do check them, I promise. And if I get too many, I'll make sure I put them into a queue and get to them as quick as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.